so today's video is going to be a haul and I'm so excited. You guys know how much I love my hauls. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into all of the products that I bought. This is a 100% drugstore haul. Let's get the first thing out of the way. This is a repurchase of mine and it is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I like to buy these little 2-packs. This is pretty much all I use to put on my foundation. I don't really love to use brushes, and I like the Real Techniques ones because they're comparable to the Beauty Blender and they're also much more inexpensive than the Beauty Blender. So along the same lines, I decided to pick up this Real Techniques Base Core Collection. The only Real Techniques brush I have is this one right here. This is the setting brush and I like to use it for highlight. So I decided to pick up some more Real Techniques brushes. And this comes with a buffing foundation brush, a little detailing brush. This one right here is like a traditional foundation style brush. And then this one is their contour brush. It's called the contour brush, but it says delicately applies highlighter to the cheekbones for a sheer, soft, focused contour. Okay. It comes with a little like carrying case. That's cool for travel. So I recently did a video where I did a first impression wear test on a foundation, and it was the Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation. But the shade that I used the shade 15 Ivory. And it was way too dark for me if you saw that video. So I had to blend it way down my neck and use bronzer and everything. And I thought that there was only one lighter shade. I thought the only lighter shade in that line was 10 Porcelain. And when I was shopping, I saw this. And this is the shade 05 Warm Porcelain. So I was like, this is totally gonna match me. I picked it up immediately. I was so excited. It does not even match me. I am so stinking pale. The shade 05 is too dark for me. I am so pale. I've never found a single foundation that matches me perfectly. So also from Maybelline, I picked up the Instant Age Rewind. I've heard all about this on YouTube and I had never tried it before, so I decided to pick it up. I got it in the shade Light, and this one I haven't tried yet. A lot of this stuff in this haul I have already tried on my face. A lot of it is what I'm wearing right now, but this is one of the things that I did not try, but I am excited to. Today I'm wearing these two together. These are more concealers from Maybelline. And I wanted to try this one because it's white. It's stark white. Well, I don't know, stark white, but it's white. And so I wanted to try and use it to highlight underneath my eyes. This is the Maybelline Cover Stick Concealer, and it's in the shade White Corrector. So I put this down first, which may have been my first mistake. You can totally tell that I already used it. There's like foundation on it. So I put this first underneath my eyes, and then I went on top of it with this. And this is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. I have mine in the shade Radiant. And I don't know if I just don't like this shade, but this is like straight up pink. And they just didn't really blend all that well together. When I put it under my eyes, especially on top of the white concealer, it was like pink. So I didn't love the way that it blended out, especially over top of my foundation. Like, you know, I bring it down and do the triangle shape right on the edge of it. It didn't blend very well, especially with the sponge. So I went in with a brush to blend it out. But yeah, I have to play around with these a little bit more and see what kind of combination works best for me. So an old favorite of mine has always been the Maybelline Master Duo eyeliner, and I always used the shade Black Lacquer, especially in high school. I wore that eyeliner every single day to do my wing, and I've been wanting to kind of try like a brown winged liner, especially for like a fall look. So I got the shade Bronzed Shimmer, and that is the eyeliner that I'm wearing today. I don't know if I would call it shimmer. I think I would call it more of a sheen, maybe. A little bit. It's not matte. I just don't see the shimmer in it. So I already knew that I liked the formula, so I just wanted to pick up a brown one to use for like a fall time look. And I just kind of wanted to switch it up from the normal matte black winged liner. You feel me? I just wanted to try something different. So I picked up Bronzed Shimmer. And then my last Maybelline product, I have heard all about this mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I have the shade Blackest Black, and it is the mascara that I'm wearing on my top and bottom lashes right now. I didn't curl my lashes, so my lashes aren't very curled. This didn't curl them much on their own. I'm wearing about 3 layers of it right now, and I do like it. I definitely do. I think I'd prefer it if I curled my lashes, but I do like it. That's what the wand looks like. And I am impressed. I want to see how it wears throughout the day. Recently, I've been having issues with my mascara crumbling off my eyelashes and like falling onto my cheek area. So I want to see if this one does that throughout the day today. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to go shopping, Kim and I did a little bit of traveling this weekend, and we do not have a dang store where we live. And at the stores that I like to shop for makeup at, they don't have all the brands that I love and that I want to shop from. And one of those brands that we don't have at my stores is Milani. So I wanted to pick up some more Milani stuff because pretty much the only thing that I own from Milani, I think the only thing I own from Milani is the Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. It's a cult favorite, so I wanted to pick up some more Milani stuff because I've heard some really great things. So the first thing that I got is Milani Baked Blush, and this one is in the shade Dolce Pink. This is the blush that I'm wearing on my face. This one is a little bit more shimmery than Luminoso. Luminoso is more just like a sheen. This one, I can definitely see some little itty bitty shimmery particles, which I really like. I think it's a little bit more summertimey, but you know, whatever, there's no rules, right? But yeah, I absolutely love this color. It's like a light baby pink with little gold shimmers throughout it, and I think it is so stunning. I also decided to pick up the Milani Baked Bronzer. It's the exact same packaging as the Baked Blushes, but bigger. This is what it looks like. I got mine in the shade Glow, which I think this is the lightest one. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that they have much darker ones. And this is like a shimmery bronzer. It's not matte by any means, as you can see, but it's got that same beautiful gold sheen running throughout it. Again, this might be better for summer, but whatever. I'm wearing this on top of another bronzer that I picked up that I will show you right now. But I just lightly dusted this on top of the other matte bronzer that I'm wearing. I just know I'll get so much use out of this in the summertime when I want to look like bronzed and glowy and shimmery, you know? So the other bronzer that I'm wearing is also by Milani, and it is the Bronzer XL All Over Glow. As you can see, the packaging is ginormous. This is what it looks like. It's got 2 different sides to it, barely. As you can see, maybe a little bit. There is 2 different, oh my gosh, is there shimmer in this? Holding it up in my lights like this really up close, I can totally see that there's gold shimmer in it, but it doesn't translate when you swatch it. This side's a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, and this side's a little bit cool toned. But this is the other bronzer that I'm wearing. I started off just by using the lighter shade, and it just looked so similar that I just started to swirl it all together. And I kind of bronzed up my face with it around my forehead and my temples, a little bit on the sides of my nose. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be as pigmented as it is. It's a lot more pigmented than I was expecting it to be, and I don't know why. But at the same time, I almost have to make sure that I don't like go crazy with it. Might have to go a little bit light-handed if you like to go ham with the bronzer. This one is in the shade Radiant Tan, by the way. All right, more Milani products. This is the eyeshadow palette that I'm wearing on my eyeballs right now. This is the Bare Necessities palette. And I gotta say, I'm impressed with this palette, I really am. For a drugstore palette, the only drugstore eyeshadow palette that I've tried is the Maybelline Blush Nudes palette, which I don't use too much anymore. I don't think that one is bad. I'm just much more impressed by this one. I think the shades are absolutely stunning. This brush is kind of your typical dinky drugstore palette brush, but it's definitely better than some that I've seen. I used this brush today to do my eyeshadow look, and I think it turned out pretty well. I used that in my crease, that in my crease in my outer corner, and that on my lid, and then that is my highlight shade. So I was really impressed with this palette, and I wouldn't mind trying another one of these because they have several other ones. There was 3 others at the store where I was, and I think that this one is just so easy because it makes it really easy to just do an eyeshadow look with what's in here. There is mattes and highlights and nice bronzy, chocolatey colors. So I like that it has everything you need in this palette to make one eyeshadow look. You don't have to go into another palette or get out your singles. Couple more Milani products. I got a couple of lip liners. These are the Milani Color Statement Lip Liners. I picked up this one in the shade 08 Fuchsia and this one in the shade 03 Nude. This nude one is the one I'm wearing all over my lips right now. Nothing on top, nothing underneath, it's just this lip liner all over my lips. These are also more pigmented than I thought they were gonna be. I don't know why I had such low expectations for Milani, but I'm really impressed with these lip liners. And the last Milani products I picked up is this lipstick. I can't find a name. I think that these are the Moisture Matte lipsticks. It doesn't say that anywhere on here, but I think that's what they're called. And I got mine in the shade Matte Confident. It's a nice deep red color. Thought it might be nice for a fall look, especially with that brown liquid liner. I thought I could incorporate those two somehow in a nice festive holiday look sort of things. I haven't tried this one on my lips yet, but I'm excited. So that's all the Milani stuff. Let's talk about L'Oreal. I wanted to pick up a touch-up powder. I wanted to buy a powder that I could put in my purse and use it to touch up throughout the day. And you guys know my holy grail foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. So I picked up the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. Mine is in the shade 100 Porcelain. I'm pretty sure that this is the lightest shade that they have. I used this today to set my foundation, and I really did like it. It comes with a little sponge and a little mirror. That's why I thought it might be nice just to throw in my purse so I can use it to touch up while I'm out of the house. I like how the packaging has a little sponge, so I don't have to put like a brush in my bag and then it get everywhere. I like that the packaging is sort of built for touching up. I like to go ham with my powder because I do have oily skin. So maybe I just went a little bit too ham with the powder, but it just looked really powdery before I set my face with a setting spray. Maybe if I try it with a sponge, because I did use a brush today. So yeah, I'm gonna see how my foundation lasts. This is definitely one of those YouTube made me buy it products, and it is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I got mine in the shade medium to dark. They only had two shades, medium to dark and then light to medium. I used this today. This is all I have on my brows, and that's kind of what appealed to me about this, because I don't have like super thin, sparse brows. My brows are pretty, not thick, but I don't have to do much to my brows to fill them in. The only reason I do fill in my brows is because I get foundation all over them when I'm applying my foundation. So I thought that this might be a good product to use on my brows with nothing else, because it is a brow gel and it's a tinted brow gel. So what I did today, I have this on my brows right now. So what I did today was, when I was done with my foundation and all that good stuff, I took this little spoolie and I just spoolied out the excess foundation, and then I went right over top of it with this. So I thought that this might be nice to use on my brows with nothing else. That's what the spoolie looks like. It's definitely really small. The only thing that I didn't really like about this was how long the applicator was. It was a little bit hard to get control over it and make sure that I didn't, you know, smear brow gel all over my eyebrows. Not that big of a deal, just something that I noticed. So I'm excited to see how my brows last throughout the day. All right, we're almost done, almost done, almost done. I picked up one more lipstick. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipstick in the shade Cherry Bomb. I already own a few of these lipsticks. I really like the formula. They're a little bit stiff. They drag a little bit when you try and drag them across your lips because they are really, really matte. They're nowhere near as drying as like a liquid lipstick, but I do like how matte these are, especially since they're from the drugstore and they're inexpensive. Not only are they drugstore, but they're Wet n Wild, so you know they're even cheaper than most of the stuff at the drugstore. You feel it? All right, I picked up a new Konjac sponge. If you don't know what these are like facial cleansing tools. It's basically a sponge that you wet, and it gets a little bit bigger when you wet it and you use it to wash your face, and then you hang it up, and overnight it like shrivels back down and it gets like almost hard. This is what I like to use to wash my face. I've never tried this specific brand before. I think the brand is Elite Beauty Tools, but I just saw this at the store and it was much cheaper than the ones I usually buy. And I'm due for a new one because you have to replace them every like 1 to 3 months, I think they say, because it can collect bacteria over time. So I was due for a new one and I saw it, so I grabbed it. I have recently discovered my new favorite nail polishes, and they are the Sally Hansen Insta Dry nail polishes. I love these for so many different reasons. They do dry really fast. They're very opaque with one swipe, and I love the brush. The brushes are so thick. That's what absolutely sold them to me. I think they're about $5, and I saw one color that really appealed to me. This was a few weeks ago. I saw one color that I just really liked, so I picked it up. And I saw that the brush was so fat, and I was like, yes! And then I was so excited when I ended up loving the formula, and they have a really great color selection too. So I picked up a few more. This is just their quick dry top coat. It's in the shade Clearly Quick. I'm so excited to try this color. This is in the shade In a Flash, and it is the prettiest pearly pinky color. It's like a really pale pink, but it's got this almost iridescent shift to it, and there's little shimmers in it. I think that it will look really natural when it's on the nails, except for when you look up close. I haven't tried it yet, but I am really, really, really excited to try it. And I thought this might be fun maybe to put as like a base for a French manicure. You could put some French tips on it to give it a little extra. So that was everything that I picked up recently. Leave me a comment down below what you recently hauled. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you next time. Don't do that again. More real technique. Can you go lie down, please? So this is how it will come. What? My dog just started like chewing on my light cord. I've never found a foundation. Kaiser, go lay down, honey. You have your dog, you have your own fur all over your mouth. Another Milani Blake. Can you not? Kaiser, can you lay down for me, Bubba? These are also more pigmented than that. He's trying to chew on the hardwood floor. I think my dog is hungry. Do you need some food?